Hello guys, my name is Plamen and welcome back to our weekly forecast. This week again we are gonna take a look at the charts and look our technical analysis, what do we expect from the currency pairs that we are looking at, and also again we are gonna take a look what news are coming this week. So you have to be prepared when you are trading, and without further ado let's begin. On Monday, we really don't have anything so much special. We had the PMI for the Euro and the Germany, also for the France, as you can see, all these flags right there. They made some movements, but not really something important. On Tuesday, on the other hand, we have one very important news. This is the interest rate decision for the Reserve Bank of Australia. As you can see, the forecast is that they will increase the percentage from about 0.25 points, and after that we have the rate statement from the Reserve Bank of Australia, and I'm gonna show you what we expect for the Australian dollar, and this can fit very good in our analysis. Also on Tuesday we don't have really important news rather than the interest rate decision for the Australian dollar. We have the some member of the FOMC, member Williams. He will gonna speak, and that is for Tuesday. On Wednesday, the most important news are the crude oil inventories for the US dollar, and also the Federal Chair Powell will speak, and probably uh, this may cause some good movement on the markets. On Thursday, we don't have really important news. Initial jobless claims, these news come every week, so you have to know that these news are important only when the month is at its end, and when the news for the, let me show you, last week, for the non-farm payrolls, when they are coming, and when these two news are coming together on the last Friday of the month, of every month, they make a lot of huge movements. Okay, for Friday, we see a lot of news for the British pound. We have the GDP on the yearly base, quarter base, and monthly base. Probably some good movements are gonna happen with the pound. And we don't see anything really important on Friday. So this week it's not gonna be very interesting on the side of the news. And let's move to the technical analysis. Okay, again, we are starting with Euro to US dollar. Let's see the picture from the last week. It was on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, the price was just pushing back from this demand zone and this point of control, and we were expecting the price to go up to hit this point of interest and to make some down movement. As you can see, look what the price did. It just hit the point of interest and it made a very strong down movement. It break this trend line, and also it break the previous low right there. And from this movement, the price later in the week made a very strong up movement because of the news for the US dollar. Last week we had not so good news for the United States, and the price of the euro to US dollar and pound to US dollar made some very good movements upward. Now you can see that the price is making a very strong impulse wave, and we don't know yet if this is the end of the impulse wave. I have used the Fibonacci tool, and if the price from here starts to make some retracement, probably it will reach some of the levels of Fibonacci to retest all these highs right there, and another up movement is expected. This is what we think on the euro to US dollar on the 4-hour time frame. On the daily time frame, you can see that after this retracement to level 78.6 on the Fibonacci retracement, the price made a very huge pin bar, and look what impulse wave is happening right now. Okay, also on the daily time frame, we don't know that this is gonna be the end of the impulse wave. And for now, we are just waiting. Pound to US dollar, the situation is pretty much the same. Let's see the picture from the last week. And the price was, let me show you, just here. Okay. We were expecting that the price will hit the demand zone and will make another pullback. The second option is that the price first is gonna hit the point of interest, which was on this high, and then to make a down movement. As you can see, the price hit the demand zone, it didn't reach the point of control, and it started to going up. On Wednesday, when the Federal Reserve uh, had the news for the interest rate decision for the US dollar, we had a point of interest on the 15 minutes time frame, and the price hit it, and look what movement it made. Here on Friday, we had the non-farm payrolls, and also we had some very bad news for the United States economy, and the price started to go up, pound to US dollar. Now, again, we don't know if the price here is gonna end its bullish impulse wave and it's gonna start to make some retracement, but it's much likely that it will reach first this daily level, then it will make some retracement, probably something like this, to push back from here, to retest the swing level and the daily trend line, and another up movement from there, something like this. On the daily time frame here, last week we saw some triangle, but there was no good entry on this triangle because of the news. The price just flew away. And for now, it is breaking this daily trend line, probably some retracement to the daily level, and from here another up movement. The other option is just to continue to go up to hit the supply zone, then to see some retracement. This on the daily time frame, and I showed you on the 4-hour time frame what is our analysis. And let's move to Euro to Japanese yen. Okay, let's see what we think it was gonna happen last week. Okay, this was on the 4-hour time frame. Here we had one. Let me draw it. This is the 4-hour trend line. And there were two options here. Let me just see. Okay. The first option was that the price from this pushback, it's gonna continue to break this demand zone, to make a retest, and to continue to go down. Well, the price didn't break this demand zone, it only reached the point of control and the downside of the demand zone and started to make an up movement. The second option was first to see an up movement to this point of interest and then to see some pushback from it and another strong bearish impulse wave. But on Monday and also on Friday, on Tuesday, the price started to go very strong upwards. That's why we thought that this point of interest, it's not gonna see some pushback from it, and we don't made any trades right there. Now, what is the price doing? As you can see, this is a very strong impulse wave. The price made a retracement to the Fibonacci level, level 50, and from here there was a chance to enter in some long position to reach the previous high right there and also to continue to go up because the price, as you can see, is in a very strong uptrend. Now, also we don't know if this is the end of the impulse wave, so we have to wait. There is a good chance that the price will continue to go up, but if the price didn't break the previous high, probably some down movement may happen, something like this. We don't know yet, so our analysis for today it's not very clear. Let's move to pound to Japanese yen because here the situation is much clearer. First, let me show you. Last week was exactly the same as euro to Japanese yen. As you know, we are looking these two currency pairs because they're in very good correlation. And the price was just here. One of the options were that the price will break all these lows right there to hit the trend line again here and to make another down movement. But look what the price did. A very strong up impulse wave, bullish impulse wave. Now the price later in the week made some retracement and didn't hit levels, some of the levels of Fibonacci, level 15, and now it's making another strong impulse wave. For now, we are seeing two options right there. The first one is that the price will hit this point of interest. This is the highest high for the past few years, and there is a possible pushback from it. The second option is the price will break it, make some retracement, and another up movement to reach the 2015 high right there. This is the second option. Let me draw it for you, something like this. But it's much likely when you see a very good point of control, point of interest on the highest high, that the price will make some pushback. If it breaks the trend line and this demand zone right there, probably we may see some down movement. But we have to know the price is in a very good uptrend, so there is a good chance the price to break this point of interest and to continue to go up. These are the two options for pound to Japanese yen, as we see. On the weekly time frame, this head and shoulders pattern, probably it's not gonna be performed, so I'm gonna delete it. And as you can see last week, this candle, very good engulfing candle, there is a good chance the price to continue to go up to this 2015 high and even to the monthly level at 195. Okay, this is for pound to Japanese yen, euro to Australian dollar. I think the picture from the last week was on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, there it is. Okay, our expectation for last week was that the price will make some up movement to this supply zone and to make another consecutive point on the triangle pattern on the upper line of the triangle. And the price was just here. Well, look, the price made some retracement, but for few pips, there it is, for some 20 pips, it didn't reach the supply zone as we expected and made a very strong down movement. This down movement broke the triangle and now the price is in some side movement around this low right there. There is these two lows. Now, for this week, we are expecting the price to make some deeper retracement to the levels of Fibonacci and also to this very good supply zone right there. If the price reaches this supply zone today, it will make a consecutive point, third consecutive point, probably a divergence may happen. And tomorrow, when the news for the Australian dollar, if you remember, are the same as they expect that they will increase the interest rate for the Australia, probably this will be a good news for the Australian dollar and it will be a stronger economy for the Australian dollar. So we are expecting if the price of the Australian dollar is going up, euro to Australian dollar to going down. So this might fit very well in the analysis. And if today the price reach this supply zone, this will be a very good trade for short position. The stop is gonna be around 50 to 60 pips, something like this, but the profit is gonna be huge, 220 pips, and even to hit the point of interest on the next daily level for around 300 pips. This might be a very good trade, so take a look at it. On to Australian dollar. This is very good. I'm gonna show you. Last week, let me show you what we expected. Again, here we saw a triangle, and our expectation was that the price will make a retracement to hit the supply zone right there, to hit the supply zone, and then to make another strong down movement to the next point of interest, which was on, I'm gonna show you this low right there. There it is. And the price didn't reach the supply zone for around 7 pips. and it made the strong movement as we expected. Okay, there it is. Now, this week, the situation is pretty much the same. Here we have a point of interest on the last high right there. The price made a very strong down movement and slowly is going back to the point of interest and point of control. And again, if today pound to Australian dollar reach this point of interest and point of control, this will be a consecutive point, probably with divergence here, something like this. And tomorrow, if the news are good for the Australian dollar, pound to Australian dollar should make another strong down movement. Here again, this order block is not very huge. It is 50 pips. The stop should be around 60, 65 pips, but the profits also are huge. The first profit is going to be 250 pips to these lows, these two lows right there. The second is another 60, 70 pips. And even to this daily level, we are expecting the price to continue to go down. This is for pound to Australian dollar, euro to New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look last week, the picture from the last week. Let me see, it was on the 4-hour time frame. Hmm, here. Hmm. What is this picture? Well, this is not the picture I'm looking at. Hmm, very interesting. Okay, never mind. Last week we expect the price. Let me see when was the last Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, right there. Okay, last week we also were expecting that the price here it's making some triangle pattern. There it is. And we were expecting the price if it breaks the triangle on the upper side to continue to go up because this is an ascending triangle. But as you can see, the price made a very strong down movement, also with the currency pairs with the Australian and the pound dollar and the Australian dollar. And this huge impulse wave made a very short retracement here. And here we had later in the week a strategy of trading breakouts and it made its profit to here. Now this is a new impulse wave, the price is making a retracement here and there is a good chance that the price will reach this supply zone right there. This is around 78.60 on the Fibonacci retracement. And there is a chance the price to hit it and to make another down movement. This is for euro to New Zealand dollar. On the daily time frame, as you can see now the price is making a retracement to a level 50 on the Fibonacci retracement. And down there we have an imbalance and there is a chance the price from here to reach the imbalance, then to see another strong up movement from here. If on the 4-hour time frame the price make this down movement from here, it will reach the demand zone and the imbalance on the daily time frame, and from here probably we may see another strong impulse wave. This is euro to New Zealand dollar, pound to New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look. Do I have a picture? This is on a daily time frame. Well, I don't know what's happening. This is not the picture I'm expecting. Okay, last week again, here we had a triangle pattern. Something like this. And we were expecting the price to break it either on the downside or the upper side, or the possibility was that some manipulation may happen, something like this, as you can see, breaking the triangle on the downside, then breaking it on the upper side to reach this supply, this point of interest on the 1 hour time frame, then to make a down movement. Well, as you can see, the price break it on the downside, then reach this point of interest, but it break it a little bit with 10 pips, and now it's making a down movement. Also, we were expecting the price to reach this point of control on the 1 hour time frame and to make a very huge down movement, but it pushed back a little bit, and now it's pushing back from the lower point of interest, which is, let me just see, on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, now we are expecting the price this week to make some deeper retracement, to hit this imbalance right there, and to make another down movement. This is pound to New Zealand dollar. The second option is from here the price to make another down movement, but as you can see, all the currency pairs with the pound, it's going very strong upwards, and this is much more likely to see some retracement to the imbalance right there and another down movement from there. This is for pound to New Zealand dollar, and let's take a look at the gold. Last week, the picture, yeah, this is the picture. This is on the 1 hour time frame, and this is where the price was. We were expecting the price to make a retracement to the point of control and the demand zone, and then to see another up movement. Well, the price reached this demand zone, but first it made a new impulse wave upward that broke this previous high right there. That's why we didn't think that this demand zone is gonna make some impact from there, and the price just broke this demand zone. As you can see in the price now, it's making some up movements on the 1 hour time frame, and from here we see a divergence pushback from the level 78.660 on the Fibonacci retracement, but you should know that if the price is closing with the candles below this level, probably this is a new impulse wave. So we don't know that the price is gonna make this movement from here, something like this. There is a much likely that the price will make another down movement, it will break the previous high, some retracement, and another down movement. It is not much clear for now, so we are not entering any trades just yet. We are just waiting for some clear impulse wave, some retracement, and a confirmation, and we will make some trades after that. Okay, guys, this was for this week's analysis. I hope you like it, and if you do, hit the like button and share the video with your friends so more people to see our analysis. Thank you for watching. Take care.